Alright, let me just turn things on slowly. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Mass Effect 3 stream. Part 3, we just got done some shit.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
Didn't we just have this conversation?
Don't regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well then, you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Anyway, we got some updates.
Commander,
Victus?
thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus.
Yes, of course he
I'm
did.
sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right. That there'll be
Hello, Tanuki. Welcome to the
real
stream.
blood if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I can relate.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
I'm not really a leader. I'm more of the free operative, making sure nothing falls apart.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Oops.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Fusion Frenzy, what's that? Never heard of that. I'm gonna look that up, actually. What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? It's like people in cage balls fighting against each other. Oh, it's like a mini game. It's a party action game. It's a party game, that's what it was. We got some new shit for the Crucible. We got crystalline components. Path technology as installation is not always straight, it's not a twist or turn. Ooh. Oh, the Mega Corporation. Sweet. And we got the MIT Extraterrestrial Study Group. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Oh, boy. First Fleet. Surely it's all good on the home front. 8th Fleet. Commit itself to its convenient hit-and-run tactics. Largely wiped out. Oops. 2nd Frontier Division. and the SSV Eingelut, which is the sister ship of the Normandy SR-1. Yeah, Turian Special Forces. Get the MSV Kent. This is basically a random freighter we have. And minor colonial support. Oh. They killed everyone in the Hades Gamma cluster. Whoops! That's not good! Woo. That's alright.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
Uh-oh.
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Not good!
Commander, comm system.
Is everything okay?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Is this Legendary Edition? No, this is the normal edition.
Joker, what's that sound?
With some mods on.
Commander, could be an electrical fire or something.
I'm going in.
If you carry over a save
Edie,
file,
talk to me.
you can sometimes pick a new weapon to play with. Weird.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Oh, hello.
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I had control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
Why are you naked?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was dangerous.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
No, it's
This body
EDI.
could accompany you to
It says
areas
in the
Normandy
subtitle.
cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it.
You're good, Seiji.
Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
It nearly killed
An
Kaden.
excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
I think Joker might be a little bit too excited.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
And Joker is going to have a field day with this.
Oh boy. Joker, do not the AI.
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself.
Oh, here's our
They don't
guns.
look Good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Erdnot Rex.
Let's just hope for
Garrus, you're
I'm
not.
sure it will, sir.
Garrus, you're not in your armor.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about
Yell loud enough. I blew up an entire mass relay.
Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
I know, right?
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
Investigate.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
What about your dad, Shepard?
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
Probably laughed.
Let me guess. He laughed in your face.
Amazingly, no. He just listened. My father may have been a pain in the ass about rules and regulations, but he never let politics cloud his judgment. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war.
I'm doing all right,
with the army
Teagleter.
you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
Maybe it could be you, Garrus.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Let's go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palafin when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Woo! I do like the design of the SR3 lighting better than the SR3, the Mass Effect 3 Normandy better than the Mass Effect 2 Normandy.
Don't want to come over and talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Alright, we got something around here. I also went hard mode for the difficulty.
Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing.
Oof,
when
ouch,
agents
my
began
planet.
crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Huh.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
How'd you get away?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
What happened to Farron?
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
I'll see you
We'll talk
later.
later, Liara.
Of course.
Woo! New emails. Hack diary. Oh, from Hackett. No, wait. Yeah, it is Hackett. Ghost of Antillon. Alien AI-controlled ship makes contact in Solarian space. Wait, what? Thousands of years that had helped billions of living inside the computer world. That's 1 billion virtual aliens. Tech that made ours look medieval, and they could swap minds with their people. And they claimed asylum in Citadel space. Hundreds volunteers their bodies so the aliens could leave their ships and live in the real world. Oh, it's one of those. They're not real! Check out these implants she's got jammed into her face. She's awake. Do you know where you are? Oh, her head exploded. My day's going alright. It's about 8 p.m. for 8:30 right now. We're just going around the ship talking to people. And with that, we can start glancing around the galaxy.
I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Alright.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge
Jim, return to
asset
earn
to this
bottle
team.
deposits and
If
maybe
she'd
some.
told me about her plan to obtain
That's a good plan,
I'd have
Seiji.
volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
Grissom Academy.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake.
Oh,
Edie
fun.
thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Long story.
In any
Fun.
event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Nice work.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Woo! Anyway, as I'm saying, Seiji, this isn't the normal Mass Effect rundown, because this is modded Mass Effect. Most notably, the EGM mod, the Expanded Galaxy mod, which adds in new assignments, new wars assets, and some quality of life stuff. Well, quality of life, some. Support from our colonies at Becketstein has been particularly difficult. The government is refusing for all of our aid requests for aid. The bastards aren't even willing to take in refugees from Earth. Normally, I would consider them a temporary nuisance and move on to more accepting colonies. Oh boy. Hold on. No. They think producing weapons for our fleets will make them a likely target for the Reapers. I need you to reassure them that what's good for us is good for them. Contact me when you're ready and I'll arrange for a negotiations team to meet you there. Alright. Oh boy. Arya! Meet me in Purgatory. Shepard, I've called and sent messages but gotten no response from Nuara Tainor. We should meet before I start commanding his forces apart. Hey! It's a message from Thane. Spectre Bao. My name is Jodam Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recons. Oh, Spectre. Discreetly. Okay, meet him on the things. N7 instructions. We received a broker transmission from an N7 operative on Earth. It appears that the ICT training facility in Brazil is still standing. Okay. Keep the presence of a destroyer specialist. Oh, this is just like, a little bit of lore about why you can play as N7 specialists in multiplayer. With your IFF transmitter and stealth ability. Tanuki, you were there last stream when we went to the Earth system and went and activated the scanner, right? You saw how bad it went. But we're gonna go there. Dr. Garrett Bryson. Group of veterans working alongside ours. N7 Special Ops. 200 million Reapers. And Lenko says he's ready for stuff. Nobody manifest. Alright. Now we got some shit to do! Ugh. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. Alright. Beep. 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 Let's go! 200 million Reapers, yes. That's probably how many are actually in the system right now, ravaging Earth.
Signal confirmed.
Hello. Dejaris! Hospital World, Fleet holds Dejaris in a stalemate. Alright. Yay, they're holding the colony. Let's go steal from them. Banner of the 1st Regiment. Huh. Are you over here? Oh boy. Fun part of trying to find stuff. It's somewhere in here. Where are you? Why can't I have all ping? The fuck is this? We're just gonna ignore this for now. This looks fancy. Strive through the sun, that's a good idea.
I found something.
Oh, hello. Fuel! Fuel! Why is there a bunch of fuel out here? Huh. Turian 79 Flotilla. I just realized the alert is right where my icon is, so you guys can't see anything that I pick up, so I'm gonna have to read it out loud for you guys to see. Gee, is this a bug? Hold on. Yeah, there's no third part of Castellus. I don't know why it says that. Now things are starting to open up around the galaxy. Let's go rescue those N7 troopers. This is gonna be fun. Time to go to Brazil. Alright, we got him. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
Escape and evade mode activated. Reapers alerted. Evacuate system. IFF confirmation. necessary. Reaper, retreat from the system.
I don't like that. Oh. Ugh. Alright. Let's go do the Cerberus lab mission. Go, go, go! Hey guys, you ever play Halo 1 Combat Evolved with this Warthog run? Sigh, Toffet. They wanted a hug. I don't want to hug the cuttlefish.
Signal confirmed.
That is new. Hello. Lena. What is on here? Oh, credits. Whoops, that's the command. It's funny. Mass Effect 1, you had to like download a mod to get the console command to open, but for PC, for 2 and 3, it's literally just go to Sanctum. And because we can, we're going to take Edie with us. And we're going to take Garrus with us. Got a new sniper. We're going to just take Edie in the nude. Harpoon. Hey, Rack, you want a harpoon gun? Oh, whoops.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Goody.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Let's do this.
Tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
They might know we're here. Wrong button. There's the artifact.
The signature is definitely Reaper technology.
Yoink.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
There we go.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Right.
That's combat engineer. Joke's on you. I can hack. Shit, they're behind us. Yep.
Be real. My brain hurts just looking at it.
Okay, second sample secure. Heading back to you now.
Uh-oh.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like being stranded.
Never said it would be easy.
Shut up. Cerberus armor, what? Ow! Ugh, I got hurt. Ow.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I am fully functional.
Sure about that, Edie?
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time to
Lieutenant!
We lack other exit strategies, Shepard.
Then we find another way. Keep fighting.
Shit, they got some guardians.
Cortez, do you copy?
Ah! Fuck.
Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Get the guy behind me, fucks. Frozen nerd.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
Heading for extraction point now.
Oh, bye.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
This is not a good point to hold. I'm an engineer. Let's just leave. Yes, I solved problems.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Woo! We got new shit. N7 combat specialists. Research data from Cerberus. And flotilla. Woo! Shepard, find me a penis pump. No.
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You never know there was a moron. Commander, you may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
What's going on in the armory?
I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander.
I'm just standing there awkwardly.
This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits. There's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... Well, to be honest... I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
I'm here for you, man.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
It'd be very awkward if you started crying while on the ship. Are things going to hell? Yeah, they're going to hell. Hey, James.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
You mentioned a mission you had against the collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk.
I know you're grieving, but do not cry on the ship, okay?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. but I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
Okay.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yeah. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
Why ain't I getting coke? I want to support your bun and boob ups. He's got to keep watching.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
If you aren't a sub, you
Esteban's
get
just
less.
sent on Fel Prime where me and my squad were.
That's not a
Caught up
setting.
with
That's
him on
how
Earth
just
to
Twitch
see him
works,
back.
sadly.
He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Alright, yippee. Oh, this is armor and shit. Improved metagel formula. Sure. Non-human metagel upgrade. Sure. Alright. Back up.
Commander, you have an encrypted message from a Miranda Lawson.
Oh. Regret that we inform our readers of the death of Emily Wong. Aww. Weapons dealer. Miranda, meet me on the Citadel. Phoenix Project. And N7 extractions. Escort Miss Allers to the facility in the Hades Nexa immediately after the attack. Alright, looks like we know where we're going. Tanuki has redeemed the Bunsy with the boobs, a Drinky, and a woo! Whoa, I almost dropped my bottle. Project Phoenix.
I found something.
Covered by saltwater. A human colony? Do they live out in the ocean? I would hate this planet. What happened? Project Phoenix. Hey, look, Diana's actually useful now.
Commander, this system saw a lot of action. There may be survivors.
Trebin. Boop. Credits. Ploba. Boop. Oh. This actor really fires the imagination. Captain of a ship called the Adrastus has spotted the Normandy and is crossing an audience. Captain Hypatia is a Turian shorter than you've seen before, with sonic silver carapace and pleasant, fervent demeanor. Over a glass of Turian brandy, she explains that she's here on council-funded research. The mystery of Pleboa has fascinated her for years, and she's keen to solve it before it's too late. Series discovered tantalizing evidence of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular and dare wasted to pursue what could be meaningless quests. Help her. Deployers are breaching the atmosphere. Mystery into and towards the ship. Power surge rips through the vehicle's computers. Official gravity remains active, and the pair of you initiate a system reboot and activate the main engines. Databanks to capacity. She has definitive proof that something intelligent lies at the heart of Ploba, a mystery to continue unraveling. Huh. So, there's something below the planet's surface. Interesting. Here we go. Woo, we got fuel! Oh, fun. It's a big system.
Signal confirmed.
No net, non-UL. Oh, we got a grizzly! Yo! Special Ops Team Zeta. And 103rd Marine Division.
I found something.
Oh, Dis. Oh, I'm in the Batarian system, I just realized. I gotta find Karshan. Credits recovered. Farinata.
Signal confirmed.
Bingo. Juntama. Small broiling terrestrial world. Dear God. Alliance frigate Agincourt. And oh, it's a planet, yo! Rocky asteroid. Several smaller bodies orbiting it upon further scan is comprised primarily of magnesium, but has numerous trace elements such as lithium, cobalt, and beryllium. Let's rate it. Credits. We just got credits. Then Caucus.
I found something.
Shohei. More credits. Oh boy. There we go. And just fuel. Alright. I already hit this place, whoops. Next mission we're going to be doing is recovering that Prothean artifact we got told about. Kite's Nest. Let's see what's around here.
Signal confirmed.
Bingo! Fuel. That's it for this sector. Wow. 50%, huh? I'm gonna be coming back here later, aren't I? Not here. Is it in Gnosis? Gnosos?
I found something.
Bingo. It's probably this. Yep, that's it. Reapers left us nothing here. Let's go get that Prothean artifact.
Signal confirmed.
Oh. Asteroid X-57. Hey! It's from Bring Down the Sky. Remember that DLC? The last bit of DLC we did for Mass Effect 1? It gave me credits. Alright. Then Terra Nova. Prothean Data Library. Okay, I can deal with that. Oh. Oh, we gotta go to Loki. Alliance Spec Op Team Delta. Okay. That's cool. Head back to Utopia and we can deal with Eden Prime and that's that stuff. After this, we'll check out the Citadel and deal with Beckenstein, because that's going to be fun. Ah, the fun part. Who do we take with us? James, Garrus, or Edie? I'd take Edie. Why not? She's fun. The demons are here. Alright. Oh, shit, Cerberus armor. Huh. That looks so goofy. Ah! Shepard the Reaper is here. Alliance Marine, Marine Officer. Look at how goofy I look. Alright, let's not use the blood pack as SMG. Yeah, I got my Coke. Nice.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Eden Prime also marks Saren's first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
Records indicate that you lost a squad mate on Eden Prime.
Yeah. Corporal Jenkins.
Does returning to the colony cause unpleasant memories?
I'm already booped up right now, though. CHE, just to let you know. I can't get any bigger than this.
It's okay, Edie. Jenkins was a good soldier. He'd be proud of what we're doing here.
I hope the motivation is effective.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
These people have it rough.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
Woohoo!
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
The area appears deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
Woohoo! Let's do this.
This was a beautiful colony once.
The colonists rebuilt after Saren's attack. It is
Wait, I
likely
can use
they will
the-
rebuild again after Cerberus is defeated.
I grew up on.
I could use the scroll wheel this entire time? What?
Based on
Since
artifacts
when?
the Normandy's crew, I believe most people invest more emotional permanence to ships they serve on.
You know what I say about that, Edie?
That is disturbing.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's keep moving.
Shepard, what the fuck?
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Dr. Tassoni, have you ever encountered dinosaur fossils during your digs?
Dougie
No,
learns of the scroll wheel.
dinosaurs
Shut
and
up,
fossils would be
Tanuki, shut up.
paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
No, jokes have specific structures. That was messing with you.
Yes. I wasn't looking at anything. Oh, hi. Shepard goes to an abandoned colony and kills the fucking wildlife. Processing update, we've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but same manual labor in a Cerberus user camp. Don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew what they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Fun.
There's the elevator that leads to the dig site.
Here we are.
Now we can find out what they've discovered.
Open it.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Oh.
You believe Cerberus has recovered the corpse of a Prothean unmodified by Reaper technology?
Cerberus hasn't uncovered corpses. This Prothean is alive.
Oh!
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the
Look at that, Tanuki. We get to finally meet a fucking Prothean and see what they look like.
You probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
By galactic community, you are suggesting that Protheans had a structure similar to the modern council.
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
Impressive.
The way you describe them, they
Oh
sound
boy, I hope it's a raccoon.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture.
We just
with my
open
own
the coffin
perceptions.
and it's just you.
Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
This is a great chance.
This could be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated
Just like
it.
waiting there,
The
like
life
with
signs
the
are
with the
unstable.
fucking three face.
So let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Alright. Oh shit.
There they are!
Well, they know we're here now. We got new ones. Uh-oh. Whoa! Snipers, okay. Her head popped!
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
This is good. Excuse you, sir. Oh, that's a... Alright. I just threw a grenade. Oh, I threw the turret. Yoinkity splank. No. You roll out of cover. Well, they got turrets now. Fun. Oh boy, I'm finding Dead Alliance folk all over. Where are they?
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Salvaging. Oh, here we go. Alright, Seiji, have a good one. My eyes are glowing. What the fuck?
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to Dock's base. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
So that's a Prothean.
Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice.
You know, noting it, you could see the similarities to the Collectors. Speaking of which, hey, it's the Collectors!
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success.
I tried
The
shaking you,
Prothean
but you
cipher
kept staring at
received
the
on
static.
Theros,
It was weird.
It lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Alright. Oh.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military
Well, I
strike.
think this guy and that woman are still alive.
Appears that Cerberus cares little
Now
for
her eyes
civilian
are
casualties.
her eyes are open. Yeah, they're they're in the same pose. Blood to dragon armor. I'm sorry, what? They got flashbanged to death. That's where we gotta go. Fuck. Hack. God, I'm just popping their heads. Anyone want watermelon?
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Mario. There's the other signal.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Oh.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
You understood that one too?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Woo, level 36. Let's upgrade Slam. Gotta use that more. Oh, look, he's back.
Backup forces are here.
Oh! Back, back! Oh, bitch. They threw a grenade through the window! Slam. Already 36. Levels carried over from Mass Effect 2. Burst fire in your face. Dude, you okay? Listen, I know you kind of shit your pants when you die, but, I don't think they mean it literally. Yoink. Do we have rooftop people? Why are you behind us? Weird place to have a bit of a position, dude. Like, in front of us, that makes sense, but behind us? We're not going back there. Oh, shit! This is why I like Engineer. What? Hey, you can't hit me, loser. Alright.
They have retracted the bridge. We'll need to locate the controls.
Alright.
No time. Let's find another way across.
Look around for more stuff to scavenge. Oh, troop deployment update. Neat.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Goody. This is what I'm gonna do the run around the place to see what else I missed.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Think that's all of it. Let's go. Whoop. Let's go meet a real Prothean. Oh.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it. Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need to hold this position.
Fun. Turret. Thank you. There we go. The first thing it does is hit the gritty. I think I would lose brain cells.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Yeah, either or.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
It should not be much longer.
Alright.
We should look for ways to hamper the enemy's approach.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Are you kidding me? I'm not good at strategy. You guys are set to do your own magic. I had to shoot fireballs from my hands. That a fucking Gundam? Ah! The Gundam from eBay I bought. Alright. Oh shit, they're inside. Shit.
Heavy mech inbound.
Yeah, why is it targeting me? Oh, okay. I love having shitty weapons when dealing with mechs. What?
Heavy mech inbound.
Why are you focusing on me? Oh, there's more Cerberus troops over there, that's why. I think it's hellbound trying to find me. He's dead. Edie, distract it. There you go. Now you're good, Austin. There's the mech. Alright, we killed the Rax Gundam. We're secretly fighting Amazon again.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Oh yeah, sorry, Rack, I destroyed it. Gonna be the seller 1 star. Let's go meet the Prothean.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Abian. Uh-oh.
Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? Few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Ugh.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
It wasn't a failure. Come on, buddy.
people did
You just need a bag of potato chips and you'll be
They never gave
alright.
up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Oh shit, Edie.
Asari. Human. Synthetic. This is not a good beginning.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
That answers your question, Austin. Okay, dick.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Shit.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We can trust him.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you.
Sir, can you not
I can
scan my
sense
mind?
fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which? saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Huh.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
Fuck.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Your sensory ability.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
Explains the beacons.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Okay, what about this room?
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Is that the alien I locked in my basement? Oh, that's where you kept him all these years? You lived on Eden Prime?
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
But before that?
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
It's fun to think about. This is a scientist's, or researcher's worst nightmare. In that, imagine, there was an ancient civilization that was, scientifically way more advanced. Star Trek levels of sci-fi. And a scientist from these days found a tomb and recovered them. Only to find out the dude they recovered is a fucking janitor.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
What if it had worked?
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
Who made the first Reaper?
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
We met Vigil on Ilos.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did you fight the Reapers?
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us.
Shit.
But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Oh boy.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Does that surprise you, to be honest, that Solarians used to eat flies? Project Phoenix defectors, and we get the particle beam! The Prothean assault rifle, pretty much. I could show that off. Since we got a shooting range. Huh. I mean, it was funny, yeah. Don't cross the streams, remember. It's like I have a gun from Mass Effect 1. Melts people. Cross the streams, it'll be funny. Alright. With that, before we end the stream, we're gonna do a final check around the galaxy and then deal with the Beckestein shit. News article on Eden Prime. Local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off of Eden Prime. Hey! Oh, that's right. Now I can do this. The Normandy Manifest. Where I can assign crew members and stuff. Now for XO, I have a few options. Joker, Edie, Cortez, Garrus, Liara, Vega, or Javik. We can literally put the alien in charge of the crew manifest. He's second in command of the ship. The XO manages day-to-day operations on the ship. But I know I'm making Javik the Marine officer. He's in charge of the ship's, he's going to be in charge of the ship's Marine. Marines. I can switch these too, so... Breaking news, Shepard starts to become a dog. Don't want Joker. Maybe we could have Garrus as the XO. We don't have a power engineer. And we can have a detachment of a minimal squad, a single team for security, or get a full squad. And now when we go back, there will be guards. Like, guards all around the Normandy. Because, seriously thinking, why wouldn't you have security on your ship? We get the Prothean data library. We got a bunch of upgrades. We get the Alliance frigate Agincourt. An update on the 103rd Marine Division. Nicknamed the Bridge Burners, Team Zeta. Are combat engineers who specialize in destroying enemy creations in hostile territory. Huh. Alliance Spec Ops Team Delta. Diana Allers. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I'll read these. Special Forces, Project Phoenix Defectors. Again, more in-game explanations for the multiplayer, which I love. 3 Dianas. No, it's not, it's not how many Dianas there are, it's how much support they bring. Like, for example, where is it? Citadel Space. We got a freighter, and that just brings 1. Just your own economical support. We get Eden Prime support, so that's good. But now we're going to take a gallivant around the galaxy. Before heading to Beckenstein and talking with Udina, trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing. What's going on over here? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What's going on, Tetris? Beep. First Cyberchine Cavalry. Oh, that's cool. Ugh. Alright, that's it. Let's get out of here. What is this thing by the mass relay? Oh, it's wreckage. And we just got the Minos Wasteland left.
I found something.
Ah. Pytus. Boop. Credits. Wreckage, get some fuel. That's it for the system, okay. Now we can go to Beckenstein. We got the 5th Fleet right here. This is all of our military support we have. Return to Castle Beckenstein, yes.
Signal confirmed.
This is the refugee flotilla. Alright, let's go talk to the leadership and ask him what Mr. Walt Disney why he's about pissy about the immigrants. Negotiation is not going well. The colonial politicians are telling their field of public that they will not make Pakistan a target for the Reapers, and given the proximity to the Citadel, they are less reliant on Alliance's security. They finally agreed to turning some industry towards arms if the Alliance helps them hide the fact from the public. This is a tough one, actually. Oh, boy. Would you like to phone a friend? What do you think we should do, Rack? Should we agree to help we're not publicly open and tell people that they're giving us aid? Or do you like us to persuade them that they're gonna come regardless? Actually, now that I think about it, they are just gonna come regardless. Actually, wait, yeah, I'm gonna persuade them. Tech is a possibility, however, it does not solve their short-term problem with public opinion. Instead, they offer as a gesture a token force of colonial guardsmen. They still won't give industrial support unless the Alliance absolutely guarantees the security of the colony. Udina's advisors say there's no way the Alliance can make such guarantees in no time of war, especially with Earth lost and fighting an unknown force like the Reapers. What do you think, Rack? Tell them the truth or a lie? Tell them the truth. All right, yeah. There's no guarantees. I don't think we got him. Third Alliance of regulars. Oh, we got. We're not getting any of their industrial support. Shit. Ugh. Well, shit. I mean, we could always just... No. At least that tells us the truth of what we gotta do later down the line. We can't exactly be Paragon truth savers in times of war. Maybe I shouldn't cook. Alright. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming to today's stream. Oh, there's only one viewer left. Let me see if there is someone to raid. Nope, there's no one to raid. Alright. Well, I'll see you all again on Thursday, so hopefully I won't be as tired as I am lately. Because I actually have Thursday off, so until then, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.